So Anthony, you were in South Africa. Just kidding.
Go ahead, Ryan. Go ahead.
Tell us about your trip to Africa.
I'm
waiting for him. Yeah.
Tell us about it, man.
Yeah, tell us.
Everything's cool.
Beautiful.
My friend was born in South Africa, and would that make him African American because he's Chinese?
I didn't know I was going to be this confused at the beginning of the video.
Yo.
I mean, he should be, right?
Wait, he was born in Africa.
Yeah, he's born in Africa, but he's Chinese.
He's Chinese.
And then he came to the U.S., got a citizenship here. So does that make him African American?
Yes.
But he's Chinese.
Yeah, I'll give him that.
Ethnically Chinese.
Yeah. He go hang out on Crenshaw. Yeah.
Tell them that.
He's like, hey, look at me, guys. I'm one of you. Hey.
What are you?
Did you know the highest population of mixed marriages in the last couple of years is Chinese and black?
I'm telling you.
In Africa?
In Africa. Well, because population, there's so many.
That's a dangerous combo.
You know, I will say,
Blasians all over.
Beauties.
that did fuck me up because, just to catch all of our amazing viewers up, I recently just went to South Africa. We were, Kinjaz was invited to perform at the Red Bull Dancer Style World Finals, so it's just like this giant type of battle type of competition where every country has a dancer style champion, and then the champions come together for the world final. Yeah, it's huge event.
It's not breakdancing?
No. Breakdance is BC1. So Rebel BC1 is for the B-boys, B-girls, and then dancer style is basically for almost every other street dance.
Open styles.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Does this happen too?
Yes, that does happen.
Okay.
Yeah. And the concept of it too.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It takes you over.
The concept and the theme or the underlying themes of it too are to make it way more relatable. So the DJs are playing like, relatable pop songs or top 40 things, and then it's fan voting. So everybody's given a electronic bracelet, and then it's either blue or red. So when you watch a battle, at the end of it, the host tells you like who you vote for. You put up your bracelet or your hand, and it shows the light you trigger, which light you want. So, which means that like dancer's perspective, sometimes you might choose something else. But if the audience happens to just vibe with somebody, then they're just choosing that winner, which is a cool concept. It's different, right?
Yeah, cool.
Do dancers get mad like, you don't know what the fuck you're voting on, you stupid ass? You don't even understand dance.
Yes, but at the same
they're like, but that guy did a backflip and you didn't, so you don't fucking know how to do shit.
Yeah, that's right.
a bunch of jokes in the audience is dangerous for the dancers. But yes, it does happen. But it's also the part of the concept which makes it dope. You know what I mean? There's like 1,000 jams in the world. You want to have certain things that are just different. You don't want to participate in the same competition. But we got invited out and we performed there, and it did trip me out because the second we landed, there were fucking Chinese people everywhere. I shit you not. And we went to Johannesburg.
China?
Like, as in, like, Chinese families were speaking Chinese and welcoming Chinese people coming off of the plane.
Like, welcome to Africa!
Yeah, more like, welcome back, or like,
Jeez. Welcome back! Wow. Hey, welcome back to Africa!
You wanna try?
Your turn. Do China and Africa.
Like, what do you think of this? So is it like, it feels like a Chinese tourist group is guiding all these new tourists?
Do they live there?
Yeah, there's a bunch of Chinese people that live
hey,
there.
Uncle Ming, welcome home!
Wait, this is Johannesburg.
In Johannesburg.
Wow. Damn.
And this is my first time in Africa in general, and so my ignorant ass was literally like, I was asking the person who was kind of picking us up for the bus and stuff, and I was like, what's the main language spoken here?
Chinese.
And she was
That's funny, they go, you speaking it, brother?
You don't know?
Doesn't that mean BLM's doing a bad job? Because they're getting taken over from the inside out, man.
Oh shit.
They're over here fucking parading with picket signs. You're getting taken over by Chinese motherfuckers over there. What do you say, Anthony?
All right.
What do you say, Anthony? What do you
All right,
say?
guys, that's my time.
Oh man.
I'm just asking questions.
Well, the point is, the main language spoken there is English. And second,
You didn't know that?
second point, don't be yelling at me.
I know, right?
Don't be yelling
That
at
was aggressive. That was aggressive.
One of us, man. One of us.
What's the other one that they speak?
They speak like 11 other languages, even in Johannesburg, from like Zulu all the way to shit I can't pronounce, and I'm not gonna even try.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, you got to pass. Go ahead, man.
You have 11 tries. Go.
Wow. That's good.
But yeah, it's.
I think they're the Bantu.
You're a dangerous boy.
That's the Bantu tribe.
Probably like Zulu, probably Swahili. Oh,
You
don't
go
know?
ahead. You go ahead. Carry on, brother. Carry on.
Chappie. They speak the Antworth. That's the only thing we know from South Africa.
But yeah, like you were saying, it's like, especially Josie, it's super freaking westernized. Like we didn't even. We were there only for 4 days. We had a shitload of work to do, so we didn't go on fucking like safaris or anything like that. We stayed in like the compound that they had us at, which basically looked like Little Italy or some shit. There was a casino.
Wow.
There were Italian restaurants everywhere, and there was a bunch of like really.
He stayed at the Venetian in South Africa, and he goes, "Man, it sounds like Little Italy."
I'm like, yo, Africa.
I know, right? Yeah.
But for real, it was just so modernized and westernized in that way, and they just.
What if he was just in Vegas?
Should have got on the wrong flight.
Wow, this is crazy.
This is like McCarran, dude.
Toto.
Right,
I'm like, yo, it's Africa, man.
I swear to God.
There's a lot of Chinese people here.
It's Macau. It's not even fucking Vegas.
What do you expect? We in Africa.
That's crazy. There's a lot of Chinese people there.
There's a
though.
lot of Chinese.
I wasn't expecting
That's
that.
a trip.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Was not expecting it myself.
Like Bart said, BLM's doing a bad job.
But I do understand now when people have said before, and obviously again, just naive because I've never been there, African Americans and Africans are very different people. They're very different. They have a totally different upbringing. They have totally different like perspectives on stuff, and the vibe is just different.
Listen, Africans go hard on black people. Hard.
Do tell.
Oh man, like I've worked with quite a few African dudes, before, like straight up like from Africa, and they go hard on like black people. Like they're like, I don't get why they're so lazy. I don't get I'm telling you, I don't get why they just come to the work and they don't do. I swear, like it's
They just talk mad shit.
yeah. And I'm like, oh, because they come here and they do everything. Yeah, they do a lot.
Dude, they're the #1 ethnic group, like getting into Ivy Leagues and shit. They're like crushing over Asians and everybody.
Yeah, it's
Bad job too, man.
Asians suck, dude. Spots. ALM's doing a bad job.
Fuck it up.
but the way I look at it, the way that Africans go hard on like black people, it's like anything with like traditional cultures, like that's how I look at it. It's like
Oh yeah, that's true.
I think about it like in Asian cultures, like school and like that shit's important to you guys, and certain things where it's like these are the things you have to do. You have to
What else is important to us?
You got me on that one. You got me. Finally. Math is. I mean, numbers. I mean, oh shit.
Orange chicken.
GPAs.
Trader Minks.
Dude, growing up, my mom would always tell me, she's like, you guys have it so good in American school. If you guys went to school in Singapore, you guys would all flunk out. You guys could never.
That's true though.
And I'd be like,
Wait, really?
Singapore is hardcore. Schools in Asia is just hard.
Teachers hit in fucking Asia too, man.
Beat your ass.
Yeah.
They're giving fucking weapons.
It's like in America, like they're trying to help you succeed, and in Asia, they're trying to like suss you out that you suck.
Oh, really?
They're trying to find the garbage.
What makes the school more difficult over there?
I don't know.
Well, first of all, it's from like 7 till 5. Like, yeah, it's like it's that's already fucked up, and the next thing is the teachers fucking hit you and shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it's tough, man.
I mean,
And
Wait,
the
I
chicks
mean, that
ain't
actually,
fine.
that's not a bad deal.
Really?
You get beaten to being smart? Here, bro. Y'all tripping, bro. That's tight. Bro, I would go everywhere on my fucking, right?
I love the moment. He's like, wait a minute.
Yeah, wait a minute. That ain't,
Your benefit.
Yeah.
It's like an assembly line where you just gotta check the quality of things, and if something sucks, you just do this.
Yeah.
But then like here, it's like, no, it's okay if you're dented, it's fine. There's a place for you.
Over here, it's a thrift shop and a
Yeah.
vintage shop.
So is there literally something specific with Asian cultures where it's like you're gonna get this kind of job or anything like that? Is there a thing like that?
I think it depends on the country.
Yeah,
Depends on the country.
But I think that there is something that ties all the Asians together when it comes to the way they do school, the way they do teaching.
So everyone is kind of similar across the board.
It's pretty well. Some is more strict than others.
The shame is universal.
The shame is
The shame,
universal.
yeah. The shame is like built
yeah.
in, but here there's not. It's not that shameful.
Like I would say, the tropical Asians and the jungle Asians, they like to party more. They have a lot more fun. It's a balance. Like
Who are the tropical and jungle?
all the ones by the equator.
The Vietnamese people.
But they still go hard at school and like whatever, but they also have a balance. I think like they know how to have a good time. Where the cold climate Asians, the North Korea, Japanese, all that shit, like it's literally just fucking work till you die. That's the stereotype. That's the stereotype.
That's the stereotype.
Yeah. They just do everything precisely on time.
Some in that
Bro,
situation.
fuck that.
don't
I'm
do it by
joining the
choice.
Asian culture. Get the fuck out of here.
It's a stereotype.
One of us. One of us.
It's a stereotype, but it's also a statistic though. Like the suicide rate in Japan and Korea are fucking high.
yeah.
Yeah, so if they miss a test,
Yeah, the pressure.
it's the structure of how their schooling works. So like let's say so for example, let's say there's only like 5 universities that are the top schools, right? And then so like you're talking about a country that has like 100 million people. So then like these tests that you take in high school determine if you could get into those top schools or not. If you could get into those top schools, then you could work for the biggest companies like Sony, Toyota, whatever. And then but if you can't though, then you're probably not gonna. So that test determines
And
where you're gonna be in life.
and they're all about class.
To break out of your middle class. The middle class is huge, but the middle class to break out of that.
Break out of it.
And then
They're also a lot about like saving face though and like pride in that
Pride,
way.
yeah.
So it's not always just like you need to like get this position or you need to like go to this school for your success. That's obviously the superficial element. But there's also like you need to do this or you'll bring dishonor to our family. You need to be able to do this, otherwise you
That's a
won't
lot
be-
of pressure.
you know what I
it
mean?
is a lot of
Yeah, that
I'm
fucking
gonna go back to
sucks.
I'm gonna go back to I'll go back to
We almost had
Bring it
it.
back, bring it back.
Oh, it's great. You get a lot of benefits.
You know, you like Asian chicks though. You know what I'm saying?
Your eyes are really small. That's pretty convenient.
Your eyes are pretty small.
Yeah, smaller than
I
others.
feel like when I look at them, I feel like they live life 95% work and obligations and 5% fun. That's how I see their and I feel like Americans they work like 5% of the time and 95% of the time they're having fun.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like to me.
Wait, were you guys' parents harder than you guys?
My parents are pretty hard.
Yeah, pretty hard. Yeah.
Not by Asian standards,
Yeah,
but it's
That's what I'm
hard-
saying by
it's
I guess
hard-
by
it's
Asian.
hard by American standards, but it's my parents were loose.
That's true.
Not
Yeah,
by
Like I
Asian.
said earlier, though, about like Africans and African Americans, same thing. Like the Asian American experience and the Asian experience are also very, very
They
different.
think we're lazy too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very different. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, dude.
They think we're all bums, dude.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Like my cousin's schedule starting in like middle school was 7 till 5. And then you have like a quick 30-minute on your bike, you fucking grab a snack, and then you have to go to tutor or academy because the testing is so important. Like the test Joe was talking about, it's not just that what gets you into college, it's what's gonna determine your quality of life for the rest of your life. So it's almost like testing into a caste system. So you can't, like in America, you have so many like lateral moves you can do. You know, like,
Yeah.
oh, I used to be a chef, but now I do this or I do whatever. Over there, you can't, they don't have that kind of mobility. So it's like, if you become a doctor, you're fucking set. If you don't, then you're fucked, is how they
if
view
you
it.
don't, Squid Game.
Imagine, imagine if your
Squid
imagine if your SAT scores determined your future.
Yeah.
That's what it's like.
So my cousin would go to school at 5 and then go to an academy from 6 to 9. And then after, he has to do homework for the school and for the academy.
A lot of homework.
And you better fall in love with the right family too. You know what I mean? If you're gonna get married to somebody or something like that, like it better be with the right family, with the right upbringing or the right class. You always gotta climb up the ladder, right? Like
that's why I think the birth rate in Japan and Korea is so bad. Like they're not popping out enough kids and people aren't getting married and shit.
Crush your puss over there, dude.
Now crush your puss.
You don't got time, dude.
Well, they're wearing condoms is what's happening.
Or are they just pulling out all the time?
Yeah.
They might pull out a lot.
They spill the
How many they put in, man?
Hey, what's that place in Japan where they let people go do suicide?
Oh, that forest.
Oh, the
Yeah,
forest.
it's not where they let them.
Oh yeah, let is a strong.
Come on, go to the forest.
We got 5 vacancies.
We got 3 trees over here. That's what I say.
Wow.
Also, suicide's not like a sin. You know, that's very Christian.
Oh,
right?
that's true.
Like,
Yeah.
So, like, if you kill yourself, you're thou shalt not kill.
There's some
you're
honor in
violating
that too.
Yeah.
That's
Well, because it's
in the Asian culture.
well Japanese.
Japanese.
Because other Asians don't suicide all day. Maybe Koreans, but it's not. It's not a pastime sport. So it's like you know, like, have you heard of the samurais cutting their own guts?
Yes. So that's like an honor thing.
They don't do that anymore. But killing yourself,
Given the honor to do that.
killing yourself is like, oh, I'm a burden, so let me get out of here, and I'm not gonna deal with this shit. So like, the mentality's different. So like, let's say, so back then, right? Let's say like your village is getting raided, and then so the women, what they'll do is they'll be like, fuck, we're gonna get taken for hostage, so I'm just gonna kill my kids and kill myself before those guys can rape me and then use me as a hostage with the guys. Yeah. Or let's say a soldier kind of failed his shit, or he and then everyone's just talking about like what a little bitch he is, and he goes, oh yeah, and he'll spill his guts and be like, check this out, motherfucker. You know, I'm sorry. And then they're like, whoa, he's too hardcore.
Oh, you think I'm a little bitch?
You know, like
So they're like, damn, he really. So they're like, he ain't no bitch.
Well, they did that in the ancient times.
I love it.
It's like they don't do
down
that
with your
anymore,
honor,
right?
yeah.
But then
But it just
You know what I love? I love how much you guys know about your culture.
wait, I love that this is another classic fucking Joe video where we go from South African vibes to feudal Japan.
I was just thinking that. I'm like, how do we end up in feudal Japan again?
he asked.
I'm learning too, bro.
I love it.
There's like a gravity with feudal Japan.
Basically, I'm trying to explain the evolution.
that shows how close we're getting.
Then fast forward to 100 more years later, right? Like if people off themselves, it's not really like the same way that Americans. It's still sad, but it's not the same way that they look at it over there. It's still fucked up, and it's like why? But then at the same time, like you get it. Yeah.
All I'm saying is I started
And y'all
getting
got a-
jungle fever. I got jungle fever when I got the honeys was fucking thick and amazing. It was amazing.
You with a black girl?
Am I with one?
Yeah.
No, currently, no.
Oh.
I said currently as if I had options.
Whoa.
No, definitely not.
No.
But they are. You ever been to a club like out here, right? And you know when you go to the
actually
club.
have not.
Really?
Yeah. I've never been to a club out
In
here.
LA?
Never.
How about Europe?
No.
Okay, point is, you know when you go to a club and then like you walk in, there's like smug bitches over here sitting at this table, or some people are like on drugs, or like some people don't know what they're doing and shit is awkward, and people just standing around trying to fucking measure. Okay.
LA clubs suck.
I went to one fucking club out there, and everybody just had the vibe. Everybody just had.
Oh,
the,
like the under.
I was dancing the whole time, and we weren't freestyling. You were just vibing with people. You were like either sharing steps, or like everybody just caught a mood, or you would dance by somebody. You would dance in the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? And things. Everybody had some sort of swag. You know what I'm saying?
Probably because you're at a dance convention. Everyone's dancing and shit.
Why you gotta be a hater with those eyebrows?
That's like me going to fucking like the Arnold Classic. Dude, everyone was just buffing there. It was crazy. I'm like, yeah, because everyone's fucking
Shot
lifting.
your shit down. Like he came over and said, "Wait, what?" Bam,
Dog? The way he looked at you was like, yeah, maybe it's you're at a dance
Sit
convention.
down.
Yeah, you shooting down African vibes.
I can't imagine a place where everyone's just fucking perfectly just fucking in sync and shit. Oh, I don't know you, but we doing this together.
Like that's what he was talking about.
They're doing
That's what I'm saying. Everybody's doing tut routines in Africa. It was crazy.
What are you talking about there?
That's Vulcan.
I guess you have to
Even the
understand.
bouncer was fucking a little bit.
That's why they call it bouncing.
Yeah.
Why would he understand?
Alright.
Why wouldn't he? You know what I mean? He's one of us. You know what I mean?
Have you ever been to anywhere else in Africa? Or just South Africa was your first
That was
experience?
my first time.
Because I heard it's just like America, but in Africa.
What does that mean?
You mean South Africa specifically?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, it's like it's Western. Like it's
Super Western.
basically, yeah. You know what I mean? Like it has a similar history to us. Yeah.
You know what's sick though? I will say the currency exchange, right? and especially being at a casino. Oh my God! So,
Did you play casino?
Yo, I was playing craps for hours. You know why?
Why?
Cause like, what's the minimum on a craps table in Vegas?
Like 5 at least.
But that's like off strip.
Oh yeah, like 20.
$25 $25.
Yeah, like if you go like Bellagio, you go to the Wynn, it's like 25. If you go to a cheap place on strip, maybe 10.
Yeah.
Bro, they go by currency rand, R-A-N-D, right? And I asked them, I was like, what's the minimum? They're like 50 rand. And then I did the calculation. I was like, that's $2.70.
Wow.
So I was playing for hours and I was up big. Up big means I took home $15.
Let's go.
Sick,
A lot of game, huh?
Yo, but the food is that shit. You could buy a fucking fillet steak for fucking $13. I was drinking
Damn,
Macallan
that's
18 because
crazy.
it cost me $14.
Let me ask you, did you try the grilled chicken there? Like, my friend was telling me that they have
This
this.
chicken in Africa.
They have the way that they do chicken. They said that it's
The way that they do chicken.
it's like
What do you mean? They?
like grilled chicken just right off the street, like. And then they have, it's like peri peri or something. It's like really fucking bomb. And then they don't have that here in the States.
The peri peri sauce is definitely fucking bomb there. I will say that. But I didn't see no fucking chickens walking around on the street and then being done like they.
Yeah. Wait, so they just they
Grilled
have
chicken on the street, yeah. And then, so my friend was saying like that's a really popular thing to do. It's like their version of like just barbecue chicken. But then, depending on where you're on in Africa, they have different seasonings. And he goes, "That's all he ate. It's just like every single time he finds like a grilled
This
chicken
place
place."
was so westernized that there was no African food there. The only time I had African food the entire time is when I went to a lounge on the airport on my way home and I had babodi.
that makes sense.
And babodi was bomb.
What's babodi?
Babodi is like minced beef or whatever with like an egg layer on top with like African spices, and you eat it with rice, and it's like fucking delicious.
Banging, huh?
Delicious. That was the only time I ate African food because
Hey,
that's how westernized.
Africans fuck with rice.
Yeah, it was bomb.
time.
And you know what? One of us. You know what I'm saying?